I'm Lion O and we're Lion K on WRC 88.7 FM, Elmhurst College Radio. This is Good Times Friday, and it'll be Friday from 8 to 10 p.m. We just got done with Mr. T.D. Clark, who just released his latest album, Shred Time Stories, which you guys can check out at iTunes and Amazon.com. We're very, very glad to have him on. But now we are here with an all-original band, a really, really awesome band, the Jeremy Greer Band. Guys, what's up? How's everybody doing tonight?
Hello. Come on, we can this, guys.
I want to thank you guys very, very much for being on tonight. Sorry if there was a bit of a wait, but you guys were very, very patient. Max was swearing, but I'm sorry.
There's no room for sorries in a room full of gratitude. So.
That's very, very good. That's very, very good. Now, guys, why don't you guys tell me a bit about what you guys do? What do you guys write? What are you guys here to do? Here meaning like, what are you guys on earth to do in this? Like, what is the Jeremy Greer Band here to do?
How do you answer the question? That is, what is taking place as you're saying the answer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you guys?
The real answer is just to kind of like get more of a unity to people. We have a really diverse sound. We come from a lot of different places, and we want to try to spread a good message that positive feelings towards other people and making connections like the one we're making tonight are the best ways for humans to expand and to evolve together.
And how do you guys spread that message?
Can I
musically?
Go ahead. Yes. Best. We lock horns and run in circles when we try to talk to each other sometimes. I mean, we do. We talk best without saying much.
Right.
True.
I feel you.
Yeah. And honestly, when we come from a place where whether we know it or not, or we find out that, oh wow, we are doing what Max said, believing that connecting with people is healing because it's healing us first. There's nothing that could shoot holes in the theory that music saves lives when it has saved my life. Mm-hmm. It's absolute truth.
Yeah.
So and not only that, it enriches and makes it better. Not saves, but beyond and beyond. It just is exponential. And what we write comes from real life experience, non-fiction. Not.
Now, Jeremy, tell me, how has it saved your life?
This is how I stay busy. And idle time is no good for me. And I have none of it. That's how.
Mm-hmm.
Right on, man.
Yeah, I like to help out as much as possible with keeping the idle time at a minimum.
Helps when you have an instrument in your hand.
Yeah. So honestly, like in times where it's funny because we try to not live on a schedule, to open up and be a little freer with everything, if you will. But we'll be right on time to be here to share this with you, and thank you for having us.
Oh,
and like you said, oh, things are running a little behind. No. Things are perfectly, exactly on time. And the angst that we might be feeling out there as we're getting ready to do this is beautiful. Is absolutely beautiful.
I love it, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Love it, man. Tell me, how'd you guys get started? Now, let me just say, and don't take this the wrong way, and I don't know why you guys would, but you guys have a presence. Like walking in here and just sitting here, you guys all have some kind of a presence that's kind of reaching me. You know what I mean? I don't mean to sound whacked out on something. I'm just saying. I feel like you guys are really, really something. So
now we're all on the same page.
Yeah, we got. Thank you, man. Now, how did you guys get started? Thank you, Jeremy. Tell us, how did you guys get going?
Well, Len, you were there.
Yeah, we were actually Jeremy and I and Chris Lakatzos, who was a guitar player with us for a while, all knew each other as part of a group called the Eclecticville Orchestra, based out of Westmont, and that was kind of an open jam session that a series of regular people would come to every week, and as a result, there was kind of a repertoire there of songs that we would repeat, and Jeremy and Chris and I got used to playing with each other, and one day Jeremy said, "What are you doing next Tuesday?" And Chris and I said, "Well, nothing." And he said, "Want to come over and play?" And we said, "Yeah." And that was what? That was
about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that was February of last year, and that's how it all started.
Yeah, that's how it all started. And having listened to him tell that story, and realizing that was only a year and a half ago, I am even further more blown away at what can be done when great minds get together and go for it. Because we went from, hey, do you want to get together and jam, to we're ready to go.
Mm-hmm. And how has this band, compared to playing in other bands for you guys, how has this band stood out?
Well, for me, this is the first band I've ever been in, so I mean, I really have no mark of comparison.
And who are you?
I'm Katie now.
That's right, you are. The
Jeremy.
Choir of Angels.
Katie nitrous.
Man, Scotty and Max.
Yeah. Maxophone. Sorry,
Maxophone.
go ahead,
Yeah,
Katie.
I mean, I've been doing like running karaoke and participating in random songs with my brother's cover band, but it was when I met Jeremy through Max over here that it was kind of like finding someone that I had already played music with
Yes.
in some past existence.
We
if that
joke,
makes
we
any
joke
sense
and
at all.
say when we met each other, and it's like this for everyone in this room, I think. When we met each other, it was much like this. Oh, there you are again. Truly, with very little humor. And although it is funny, we listen to each other in this music, and there's no denying it. It's absolute fact.
Mhm.
There you are again. Thank you. Welcome back.
What kind of a feeling does that give you? Also, just performing, being like, okay, I'm performing with somebody that I've known somewhere down the road, though it's not completely clear. I've traveled a path with them. Like, what is that like playing with them live?
I would say there's a trust there
Yeah, oh my,
that
you
you
took it out of
can't
my mouth.
create,
You
yeah,
took it right
and
out
a
of my
common
mouth.
desire to achieve something that you can't even, or maybe you have in your wildest dreams pictured, but just to achieve the unity in the sound of the music that we all strive for. It's just, I don't know, it's priceless.
If I can just do something just for 1 second really quick, I just want
You're so adorable. Katie Niles, you're so adorable, by the way. You know that?
And now it's been published.
How do you guys find that? Like, what was just playing? Like, how do you guys, where does that come from?
Wow.
That was a pretty
that's
deep
a-
track, man.
That's
All right, you want to know?
Yeah.
I said we write autobiographical songs, right? That song's called Blood in the Water. And it's a beautiful song, isn't it?
It is,
takes
it
you
is.
on a journey right
Yeah, it
away,
does.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Off and going. Well, it is the most delicate way that came through to me and trying to figure out my way through a tough time in my life, and that was witnessing someone struggling with addiction and drugs and alcohol. I have similar issues in my present life. Although I have not had a drink in almost 4 years, I only have done that one day at a time, and that's why it's here in my present life. So when friends come and they struggle with that same thing, my heart can't say, you're no longer my friend, so I must have to find a way to deal with it. And that particular track we're listening to was how that's saved my life.
When you guys are on stage playing something, just playing, when you guys are playing as a collective group here, what's going through your heads individually? I'd like to hear from each one of you guys, if that's really quick. And
What's the next note?
Jeremy, man, what are you feeling?
When I almost can't choose to do this, but it's almost in a temperatureless, plasmic nirvana that's weightless and floaty. I don't know, because it's all just there and not there and going through and staying there at the same time. It's unlike anything I've ever felt when I can all of a sudden be disengaged, if you will, from anything around me at all. But yet hearing the best music I've ever heard in my life, and it happens to be coming out of me and my friends.
Right on.
It doesn't seem like it should make sense, but that's heaven right there.
Katie.
What am I thinking while we're playing? Oh man, how lucky I am. It's kind of like, I'm a vocalist mostly in the band, and I think of and remember the feelings in rehearsal or in writing a song of that release of tension almost, And in singing, you know, I'm thinking of achieving that, like locking in with Jeremy. It's kind of like this spinning motion that happens when our voices lock, and I'm just always constantly trying to get to those moments and jump from one to the other when we're playing, I would say.
Right.
Len.
Yeah, I think I look at it a little bit more technically because I don't sing, I just play. But music is kind of interesting because it only exists when you're playing it. It's kind of like juggling, and it's kind of like a group of people have to decide that they're going to all do something at the same time and do it as precisely as possible. So that tends to be kind of my overarching purpose when I'm on stage, to make sure that I play the stuff correctly. But going beyond that, there's a lot that goes into that. There's emotion and feeling, and there's a mental part to get the precision right, and then there's rhythm, and then there's your body acting and reacting in conjunction with the music. So all of that goes into the note that I play, and hopefully that note will be the same, hitting the same mark as everybody else is, and hopefully we're kind of a collective mind in presenting this thing and having 6, 7, 8 people up there pushing it out toward the audience. And the closer we get to being more locked in and more precise and more unified in our playing and our message that we put out, the more powerful the music becomes. And you know, I can see that when we're up there playing. I can see that in the faces and the bodies and the reactions of the people in the audience. So,
Scotty.
Wow, I wish I had something that deep, but I'm the newest member of the band, so I'm still learning the tunes and learning the arrangements.
Remembering them, Scotty. Remembering them.
Yes, remembering.
We went over this.
And I think I'm doing okay so far. They haven't fired me yet.
oh yes, definitely.
But no, I've been in lots of bands over the years, and it's for me it's good to be playing with people that make me step up as a player, to rise to their level of songcraft and performance, to make things be part of the whole. I'm also in a couple other bands currently as well, but they're more poppy, rocky oriented, and this is very textured, very layered, very.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, it's a very, very deep. It comes from a very deep place, and it goes to a very deep place, and it makes me think a lot more. But it's also a little more freeing at the same time. I mean, even though I'm just, I hit stuff. I show up and I hit stuff, and I try to make people feel good in the band and in the audience. And if there's people dancing, and Jeremy turns around at me on stage and smiles, I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since I've been this excited to actually be invited wholeheartedly into a band. I love Jeremy and these guys. It's a great vibe. It's a great experience, and it's a lot of fun.
Max.
I love it. Scott, I love
Oh,
you
hey.
one more. Every time you say
Oh
something.
man, well, I'm always in a new place, even if I've been playing at the same bar, the same open mic, for a few weeks straight. I'm always at a different place musically and emotionally and socially as friends with all the people that I'm playing with. And it's funny because some of the first few times I played with these guys, I was like, okay, what does a saxophone player do? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out the entire time, but more and more lately it's coming up with ways to surprise myself, and inherently it's surprising everyone else, because just what I do is always supposed to be kind of, an important amount of creativity that's put right on the spot, so to speak. And I'd have to say, I'm just thinking about how I'm playing what feels like has already been written, but I'm playing it for the first time, in that sort of sense. And anytime I do that with these guys, it breaks open a little shell musically for me, and emotionally and spiritually. And without this group of people, I wouldn't have ever felt the spiritual connection that I would have towards the music, and getting into it that way. And so it's it's a whole bunch of fun, really.
Right on, Max.
Good.
I've got two more questions for you guys, and they got to do with the future. The first one is, tell me about upcoming shows and what you guys have going on.
All right. August 12th, we don't have an upcoming show, but we want to mention we have kind of a brother band that Jeremy has roots with, and certain members having played with him in past orchestrations, and they're called Elsinore. They are releasing their new EP in the city. Sorry, I don't have the location, but if you go to elsinoremusic.com, you can find it, and they're amazing. We love them.
Yeah, make sure you visit elsinoremusic.com and keep Friday night, August 12th, available and open if you're in the Chicagoland area.
Mm-hmm. And then the next day, Saturday, August 13th, we will be playing.
The
Actually,
Downers
Max, if
Grove
you want to
Moose
take
Lodge.
this. Yeah.
Downers Grove Moose Lodge. I'm a proud member, and we'll be joining quite a few other proud members who are also motorcyclists, supporting the Rescue Riders organization, who they basically drive around with large groups of motorcycles and clean up any nasty things that might happen. They're certified EMTs, and they know how to take care of situations and make sure people are safe when they're riding motorcycles. They really do a lot of good for the entire
The Rescue
group.
Riders,
Yeah.
you can probably find them on Rescue Riders. I'm not sure .com or Google Rescue Riders, but if you're interested in that organization and you're a motorcycle rider and you like to help people, gee, put two and two together, right on.
Yeah.
And come see us on August 13th.
We will be playing at 5:30, and our friends north of 8 will be playing at 4, just before us,
At
with
Moose
Max.
Lodge
Yeah,
in
at the
Downers
Moose
Grove,
Lodge.
August.
Not
Sound
just our
tracks.
friends, friends, our family, I believe. There's family members staring me right in the face, all of them. Look at you. And Maxwell actually plays in another band called North of 8, which we just, well, I won't let the cat out of the bag, but we're excited for new opportunities with them. And this is the first time we're actually sharing a show stage bill with that band, and we're excited to do that. And Steve Peterson needs to be mentioned for his hard work and dedication in the spirit of music as well.
And on the album that you're listening to right now.
And on the album, yeah, he was. We had a lot of guests come and play on the recording we're playing, listening to. Guests are only called guests till they get there, and we all realize we're all family. Yeah. Then the 14th, actually, we're going to be doing. This is an open invitation, although it is a unique performance setting. We're going to be doing. We've been asked to provide music for a 12-step recovery worship service in Downers Grove at the Gloria Day Church. Not just to provide some music, but to provide our music. And to be asked that is a great honor to all of us. It's like affirmation that we are doing what we're trying to do, and that's heal. And if you heal and let it be known you're healing, guess what? Others start to heal, in my experience. Also, August 16th, the Thursday, is 16th or 18th? August 18th is a Thursday night. We'll be in Westmont at the Cruisin' Nights, in between the Knights of Columbus and I'm not sure what it is, but it's on Cassie Avenue on Thursday night. And you can probably come out and check out Arthur from Tamales Alliance being a guest guitar player that night in his hometown. I'm guessing. I haven't cleared it with him yet, but we'll see.
It's bike night there too.
It's bike night too,
Yeah,
right
we love
on,
the motorcycle.
And then we take off to go to Tennessee to play a special
Yeah.
function there on the 27th of August. That's a Saturday night. And hopefully that following Monday on the 29th we'll be playing at the Bluebird Cafe. It's like a world famous open mic night where if you bring it there, they might keep you. You know what I mean? So we got that, and then we have October 1st is the. For some reason it goes like we have busy month, take a month off, busy month.
Yeah.
So then we kind of skip September. No, we don't. We took the whole month off because we're going to see John Hyatt on September 11th. Yes, we're going to gear for it up for 10 days and then celebrate and recover for 20 days. Then October 1st is Saturday night, and that's in Aurora at O'Malley's. I've said enough. Thank you for asking.
Oh,
Yeah,
and I actually am going to add one more question before I get to my last one. Because I told you that I would talk to me about recording. What's that like for you guys?
We this collection have only had one. You know, we can record a lot. We do record a lot for archival purposes in the basement rehearsals and stuff. But I would say we would all consider we only have one real recording of our music live together like this, and it happened on June 23rd last month. That was my 36th birthday. It was the first time any of us met the gentleman that just spoke over there,
Scott.
Scott. Scott was the recording engineer and sound guy that night, and we have never been treated that way. We've never sounded that good, and we've never listened to it back and agreed that that was the case.
Shucks, I'm blushing.
Yeah, seriously, and we found out in conversation that he played percussion, and you know how I said some places you go they won't let you leave. We didn't let him leave.
Yeah.
But recording, because we have one recording live as a full band. I personally have that has 13 songs on it. That one. There's one that's previous to that recording that I put out. It's got 11 songs on it, and there's probably 6 or 7 other songs that we haven't even recorded yet. We've almost got 3 albums, full albums worth of material, and 2 of those, if you want them, visit Jeremy Greer Band at Facebook on Facebook and ask for them, and they will, and then wait.
That's fantastic.
Mhm.
This is my last question for you guys. You guys said that you guys have been going for about a year and a half, right? Now, year and a half. I wish I could, just throw out the actual number of days and be cool like that. But basically, you guys have been together for that long. What do you guys hope for in the next year and a half? What do you guys hope to do in the future?
More of the same, probably.
Keep on exploring and going to different places to play and spread our music and our love and show other people how it's done and
Have them teach us how they do
Yeah.
it.
yeah, just be more focused on spreading our messages than trying to figure out the best ways to do that, because we've already found out good ways to do that. We're doing it right now, and I can't wait to start playing a little music for you guys.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you guys next. You guys wouldn't mind playing a song or
We're ready when you are. I just wanted to add one thing about your last question. What do I hope for the next year? I hope that one day at a time I don't forget where the eternal source of hope lies.
Right on, Jeremy. This is the Jeremy Greer Band on WRSE 88.7 FM, Elmhurst College Radio. We will be right back with them. This is Good Times Radio TV. This is Good Times Friday on WRSE 88.7 FM, Elmhurst College Radio. This is the Jeremy Greer Band.
Nice.